Okay, so we created this gold material that's got highlights on it, it's got normal map, it's got texture. The problem that we've got is if we want to tweak these details, we've got to compile the shader every time. Let's just get rid of that, we don't need that. Okay. I'm going to show you how to use instances, and then you can tweak those in real time and speed up the process. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to change a scalar into a parameter. Some of these might already been converted, so we'll change that converter to a parameter, and we're going to call that metal amount, and then specular, convert it to parameter, call it spec amount, and the roughness, convert rough amount. And we'll keep all the settings exactly the same. We won't do any parameters for these. Okay, I'll show you the technique. So I'm just going to save that. Okay, so at the moment, this is the material that's applied to this sphere. Now what we can do is, if we right click on that, we create a material instance of the gold mat, and you can see it's called gold underscore mat underscore inst for instance. Save that. Now we're going to apply this instance to this sphere, so drag that onto there. Okay. Now what we can do now is, if we open up the instance, you can see it looks slightly different. This is because this is a shader that will update in real time, and if you notice that the scalar parameters are ready to be activated, so I'm just going to activate all of those. If we drag that out and unsnap it from the tab at the top, and if we just move it so it's to one side, as I change the amount, let's say we change the roughness, you can see that the roughness is changing, okay, in real time. That's because it's an instance, and you can very quickly tweak the values, okay, of the object. So if we zero out specular and reduce, when we increase the metal and we reduce it, you can tweak the material. And just by tweaking those settings, it starts to look a little bit more metallic. Okay, and just tweak those roughness settings so it doesn't become as shiny as this. And we've got this nice gold orb just by tweaking the instance. So that's the way to create an instance material. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, well, hang on a minute, if we do that, what happens if I want to tweak this further? Okay, let's say I've got a new object, so I can drag a new object into here. Let's say I want to tweak this value. Well, what we can do is I can then duplicate that further, and then I can apply that to this object, and then I can tweak that in real time. It's in real time on this object, and they won't affect this one. So let's just tweak that a little bit. Let's get rid of the rough. Let's get rid of the amount of metal in it. Okay. And then let's just get rid of the roughness. And as you can see, we've got two instances which we can further manipulate. So we can create a multitude of variations of the same material.